Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I've got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get a lot. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Hoping it's gonna come true, but there's not a lot I can do. Could we have kippers for breakfast? Mommy dear, mommy dear. Everyone's a millionaire.
You're not going across the road again, eh? You seem more a salad than I did when I was married to her.
That's probably why you're not married to her.
Look, can't you give it a rest? They'll be up to their eyes. Today's the first day of the trial.
Sally says it's okay, and we need to get proof that Ray's behind all of this.
Yeah, well, they've not even got planning permission yet.
Well, I'm not going to let that maggot in a suit con anyone else out of their own.
Is it just me, or is she getting a bit fixated on this Ray thing?
How do you mean?
Well, she just seems a bit, I don't know, twitchy. You don't think she's using again, do you?
No. No way.
Maybe I'm getting the wrong end of the stick.
Right. So the project is owned by a company called Fogarty Property, and the director will be listed on Company House.
Is this about Ray?
Yeah, that and the house. They're just checking that everything's above board.
Director of Fogarty, Roxanne Hackland.
Scroll down.
Nothing.
Click on the register thing.
You all right, love?
Yeah, just gotta get ready for work.
Hexapoint, that must be a parent company.
Hexapoint owns over 75% in Fogarty and is owned by one Raymond Allen Crosby.
Hang on, Hexapoint, that's the company behind Hale Barnes.
Well, no wonder they offered you such a good deal.
Are you sure you were tipped off by a property developer?
It was Ray. He told me his mate owned the development.
The slimy...
I'm sorry.
Well, we can't let him get away with this.
So, did you get my text last night?
Yeah, flowers, bunting, don't worry, I'm on it. Amy, put the kettle on.
No, it's all right, I'm not stopping. Could you get some of them plastic windmills as well? Oliver loved them, yellow ones.
Well, where am I going to get them from? Sorry. Yeah, of course, I'll get them.
Oh. It's...
Yeah. It arrived this morning.
Forgotten you got that.
We're gonna put everything in it. We're just waiting for my dad to be ready.
So where is he? He's still in bed, isn't he?
Yeah, but don't worry, he'll be there. Trust me, Leanne, he is not going to miss his own son's funeral.
No, you're better off not being there, Christine. You haven't met my wife. She's toxic. I wouldn't want to put you through that.
You don't want to find out what sort of man you are, more like.
Sorry, love, I've got to go. Yeah, bye.
I see the old court suits come out again. Also available for weddings, funerals and escorts, eh?
I thought I'd make an effort. Sorry you won't be taking the stand, by the way. Maybe for the best.
I thought I'd let Elaine do the honours.
That Fruit Loop, Alia's little actress. Bring it on.
Still denying who she is, then, eh? Apparently she's not been well. But I'm sure a day in court will put a spring in her step. She's probably been looking forward to this for years.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I'm not.
Right, well, why did you say you were then?
Well, that's what people are saying, but I'm not. I'm trying to be strong for my mum, and I'm dreading the funeral. And I can't tell her that, can I? I can't talk to anyone about it.
Want breakfast to go? Oh, yeah.
Look, I know I'm not your mum, but
Is that for me?
Oh, yeah, it is now.
But we didn't sell it to Ray. We sold it to some bird called Roxy.
Well, Roxy works for Ray.
Hang on a minute. What about the sinkhole in my back garden?
Well, ask yourself who put it there.
Oh, come on. He's a property developer. He's not Morocco Moore.
Would you really put it past him?
Well, if he has, I'll kill him.
Look, if we're going to beat Ray, we've got to be clever and we've got to get everyone on board.
You might want to put a pair of trousers on.
Where are you off?
Just going into town to buy an apple tree to plant at the memorial.
Do you want a lift?
No, it's going to get the bus. Look, sorry, I didn't... It's just Oliver really liked getting on the bus, having a little ride with me. It was like a little adventure.
Wasn't just trains, was it?
No. Police cars, lorries, motorbikes, fire engines.
Basically, anything with wheels and an engine. Come back to the flat after.
Yeah, it'll only be an hour or so.
I'll see you there. I've got something I want to show you.
So, this morning, it's opening statements. So the barrister from the other side is going to outline the charges against you, and it's not going to be pleasant. Okay, so you need to prepare yourself for that. And then they're going to call Jeff up to the witness box. You need to remember your instructions to us. You acted in self-defense. That's your case. You were in fear for your life, and we need to get that across to the jury as much as possible. Do you think you can do that?
I'll try.
There she is. Yeah. How many times have we met in the lobby of a hotel over the years? What was the name of that place at Charnock? Richard's Services, where we used to go for a bit of afternoon delight.
Do you ever think about anything else? You're like a dog on heat.
Just saying, we've come a long way. And there's still a couple of hours to kill before the press launch.
You can keep your Charnock Richard to yourself. Those days are well gone.
I'm only joking.
Yeah, well, you better be joking about the press launch.
It'll be out soon enough anyway.
Sooner than you think. Rentagob's telling the whole street what you're up to.
I thought you said you were going to put a stop to her.
I'm working on it. But it's like trying to stop an Exocet missile. Do you know what she called you?
I don't want to know.
A maggot in a suit.
Does she know you're the woman behind the maggot?
No, but that's probably the only thing we've got going for us at the minute.
All right, Kaiser Soze, what do we do?
Cancel today.
I can't. I've already told the other investors I don't want to spook them.
They're going to be a lot more spooked if Abby finds out about it and turns up here. Oh, it'll be a disaster. Unless...
Sally said I could come in. So, why have you not been answering my texts?
Not now, eh, Craig?
Look, I'm sorry, okay? Yes, I should have had a little bit more faith in you. The truth is, I just hate you working for Ray. I know how dodgy he is.
You're a copper. You think everyone's dodgy.
Or don't you just hate it? Working for a man who is literally knocking down people's homes to build a leisure and retail-themed park with a restaurant.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Yeah. Well, I saw the plans on his desk.
What, you knew what he was doing? Why didn't you warn me?
He told me that if I said anything, he'd have sacked you.
If I would have known, then I wouldn't have...
Wouldn't have what?
Talked my dad and Sally into selling the house.
I was only trying to protect you.
Oh, yeah, well, it didn't work.
Is it bad? Are you okay?
Do I look okay? Let's just call it quits, eh?
What, you're finishing me because I didn't tell you about some plans that I've seen?
Just go, Craig, all right?
The charge faced by the defendant is one of attempted murder. The victim of that offence is her 70-year-old husband, Jeff. You will hear how, on Monday, the 13th of April, Yasmin attacked Jeff with a bottle of wine. First, by hitting him across the head, and then, when the bottle had broken, by using the shard to stab him in the throat.
The backbone of the case for the defence is coercive control. For those of you not familiar with the term, coercive control is an act or pattern of acts of assault, threats, humiliation, and intimidation. And Mr. Metcalfe's controlling behaviour was designed to harm, punish, belittle, and keep his wife in a constant state of fear.
You're going to hear about escorts. You're going to hear about a man who clearly made a lot of mistakes in his marriage. But you don't have to like him. You just have to believe that he wasn't a threat to his out-of-control wife.
He isolated her from her friends and family. He exploited her. He denied her any sense of independence. And he regulated her behaviour every moment of every day until she was terrified for her own life.
Mr. Metcalfe's not proud of himself. But he's not the one on trial here. And none of his behaviour justifies such a vicious, brutal attack. He's extremely lucky to be alive.
Right, well, thank you all for coming.
Where are you? What happened to my breakfast?
I did ask people to turn their phones off.
Gotta go.
Once the mayor.
Right, we all know that Ray Crosby is the one who's buying up all the homes. But what are we going to do about it?
It was him that purchased the brewery.
So what about a garage?
We bought that ages ago.
I know my gran hasn't sold the salon flat.
I've not sold the cabin, and Rita hasn't sold her flat either.
Well, there's three. And he can't go ahead without knocking down all the other properties, can he? Hello?
Hey, she didn't turn hers off.
So even if Ray Crosby is granted a planning application, we can still go to the High Court and apply for a judicial review.
What's that mean in English then? Are we screwed or not?
Right. That was Debbie. Apparently Ray's having a press launch at the Chariot Square Hotel. So what are we waiting for?
Come on then, Rebel Alliance.
I believe that's a Star Wars reference.
What's that doing there? Has Steve been round?
It's not Steve's. It's yours. I was too scared to tell you I got one. But then you said all that stuff, so, I got some things together I thought you might want to put in. You know, obviously you can make your own choice. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I was just trying to do what's best for you.
He didn't get it wrong. Thank you.
My mum's asked me to do a reading at the funeral about Oliver. And I don't want to let her down, but I can't string two words together at the best of times.
You won't let her down.
How do you know? I mean, what am I even supposed to say?
Talk about some of your memories of Oliver.
What memories? He was only 3. I mean, I'm never going to get to send him to the shops because I can't be bothered going myself, or laugh at the rubbish bands that he's into, or give him the wrong advice about girls, or whatever it is Big Brothers are supposed to do.
I think you've just found your reading.
You reckon?
Write that down.
Thanks.
Not done much.
No, you listened.
Oh, you'll be great. And your mum will be dead proud of you.
I do solemnly, sincerely and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Can you state your name for the court, please?
Jeffrey Metcalfe.
Can I ask you to describe your relationship with your wife?
Good. To begin with. Or I thought it was. She's... I'm sorry, I'm a bit...
It's fine. Take your time.
She's an alcoholic. Her relationship with drink is the only thing she really cares about.
Were there any other problems in your marriage?
We had our ups and downs like everybody else. I'm sure she'll tell you that I'm a bit old-fashioned and regimented. We'd have our tea at 5 o'clock, a little bit of toast for supper at about 9, and generally be in bed by 11. But you see, you've got to have some sort of structure to your day when you're living with an alcoholic. I was trying to help her. But people have got to want to change, haven't they? After a while, I gave up trying. Anything to stop her from blowing her top.
Blowing a top? Can you elaborate on that?
I'm ashamed to admit this, but I was scared of her. When you look at her now, you wouldn't think she'd say boo to a goose, but when she's got a drink inside her, it's a different story. I was just trying to be a good husband. But it was never enough.
What are you doing here?
Where's Ray?
I haven't seen him this morning.
Where's the press launch?
What press launch?
We know about it, don't you? Where is he?
You don't owe him anything, Faye. You need to tell me.
The nurse said it was all right if I came in. I've been worried about you. Is it okay to be here?
You're my son. I would never turn you away.
How long you been here?
Not too sure. All the days merge into one. I didn't mean to worry you.
What happened?
I went into hiding after your father warned me off. I was so scared. And then last week, I decided I wasn't going to be scared anymore. And I wasn't going to give up on you. So I was driving here on the M62 and suddenly I couldn't breathe. Someone found me. Just crying. Sitting in my car on the hard shoulder.
Must have taken a lot for you to come and say those things. I'm sorry that I didn't believe you.
Oh. Well, you didn't know me. Why would you believe me over your dad?
Well, I believe you now.
Oh.
I just...
Oh.
I just wanted to ask you something.
You want me to give evidence, don't you? I'm sorry, I can't. I can't stand up in court and look that man in the eyes. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough.
Right, everybody here? Should have one of those little paddles the tour guides have, shouldn't I? If we just take a little walk to the site, folks. Everything's going rather well, thanks to you.
Oh, you said he was at the hotel.
Oh,
Sorry, somebody gave me the wrong information.
Whatever that man is telling you, it's a lie.
Yes.
He is cheating people out of their homes. And for what? Another soulless tower block. Go on, Roy. Housing rows and rows of identikit apartments that are the last word in industrial chic. Meanwhile, he's getting rid of the only industry round here by flattening the factory.
Yeah, and he's a sex case.
Can you just give me a minute? I'll be right with you. Listen, I haven't cheated anyone out of anything, so if you'll all just hear me out.
We shall not. Well, maybe I could have been a bit more up front, okay?
We shall not.
But I've got a proposition for you, right? An extra £50,000 to anyone who hasn't already sold up.
Does that mean I get 50 grand and all?
There goes the neighbourhood for you.
And Coronation Street continues in half an hour.